Hello everybody, my name is Carolyn Steffen and I am your Epicure consultant tonight. I am absolutely delighted to be here. As we wait and as some of you are just popping on, make sure to say hello, share your name, where you're from, who your host is tonight. I do want to give a special thank you to all our hosts this evening. I am so excited for all of you. Again, as you're popping on, just say hi, tell us who you are, where you're from, love to know. And if you are catching this as a replay, make sure to hashtag replay so we know that you've watched the video as well. I have an absolutely delightful menu for tonight. Actually, we're cooking the catalog, which is amazing. It's going to be so delicious. Although, sadly, you're not going to be able to taste it. That's the only sad part about virtual. One of them. So thank you again for joining me. My name is Carolyn Steffen, and I have been around the Epicure world for the last 14 years, and it has been such an amazing journey. I am absolutely passionate about sharing beautiful recipes with people that are healthy, quick, and absolutely mouth-watering. So I'm excited for you to join us tonight. And so again, as you're popping on, I noticed a lot of you are coming on, so just share who you are, where you're from, and who your host is, or who you are the guest of whoever. I'd love to know who you are. And if you are watching later, make sure you hashtag replay so we know who's watching. So let's get started. We have the chicken, and that's where we're starting tonight because it's gonna take the longest. And I don't know if you've seen this beauty, but this is our new round steamer. I'd love to know who in the group are our steamer lovers. This one is a beauty. Now I have to say, FYI, I think it's not available just yet. It got stuck along the border somewhere, and so I think we're still waiting on it. But if you have the square steamer does the exact same thing that we're gonna do tonight. So I am loving this steamer. So I'm actually going to put my gloves on tonight because I'm gonna touch the chicken and it's raw. Can you believe that? I am going to do a chicken in under 20 minutes. Is that not crazy? This is so cool. And honestly, when I heard all the rave about the cooking the chicken in the microwave, I thought, oh, that is so disgusting. Who would do that? But people were raving about it. And so I eventually just had to try it. And my kids love it so much. They don't want me to cook a chicken in the crock pot. They just want chicken like this. So that says a lot. So here I've got just like I don't know, maybe a 3 or 4 pound bird here. It's not very big. And maybe it's even less than that. I haven't actually weighed. So I've got that in the steamer and it fits beautifully. So I'm pretty impressed. This is actually the first time I do it in the round one. So I'm pretty happy about that. We are using the rotisserie chicken, which is delightful. I wish you could actually smell what's inside here because it is so beautiful. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start by rubbing our chicken with about half of the packet. And then we're gonna turn it around and rub the next side. So all of that chicken is being covered in those amazing spices. I'm curious to know how many of you have tried the chicken in the steamer. Just, let us know if you've ever done this before, if this is something that you would venture into doing or not. I'd love to know. Oh man, there's so many beautiful spices. You don't want to miss out on any of them. So make sure to get what's at the bottom and rub that chicken. All right, there you go. That's pretty simple, right? All right, I'm gonna take my gloves off and we're just gonna go ahead and put it right in the microwave. You want to make sure your lid is on nice and tight. And that's simple. There's dinner. Hang on. All right, so I've started with 18 minutes. My microwave is really hot, so I'm gonna start there. Now with the roast chicken, it's really important just to let it rest, just like you would if you're cooking it in the oven. You wanna let it rest for 10 minutes. We won't have time, I don't think we're gonna have time to do that tonight, but I will show you that it's perfectly cooked by the time it's done that. I don't know if I'll actually have a chance to carve it out or not, but I will show you how beautifully juicy it will be. But the trick really is for that beautiful juicy chicken is just for it to rest. 5 minutes minimum, 10 minutes is a great time. And so while that chicken is resting, usually I'm doing this next step that I'm going to show you. So I have already steamed, so this is a square steamer, by the way, which I love. I have 2 of these. I love them. They're always in use. And typically when my chicken is resting, that's when I would make this recipe. But because of time and only being able to do the microwave, I only have 1 microwave, so I've pre-done this particular dish, all right? So you see it's nice and steamy hot. This is just some cauliflower. So I have steamed the cauliflower, I think about 6 minutes. It's about half a head of cauliflower in there. And just cubed it up, put it in my steamer, 6 minutes-ish. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rice my cauliflower. So this is gonna be a side dish that I'm gonna do with my chicken. And again, usually I would do this as my chicken's resting, not so soon, right? So that it's nice and hot to eat. And I'll have to tell you too, I'm not actually eating this meal tonight. This is gonna be something totally flipped. I am going to create a amazing tortilla chicken soup tomorrow, which I'm actually even more excited about. I love that I get to just cook and you watch and I eat and make food for my family. It's really amazing. Not to brag or anything, it's just really fun to be able to do that. So thank you for watching me cook my meal for tomorrow. I just find it a little humorous. So here we've got our cauliflower, and I'm gonna take our meat masher, which is great for all kinds of things, like rice and cauliflower, and you're just gonna mash it up. Now typically when I'm making this recipe, I would use, my kids love, you know, cheese on broccoli or cauliflower, so in fact they don't really like broccoli without cheese sauce. Anybody else have kids like that, or maybe you are like that? Well, tonight I'm totally out of mac and cheese. This is like an emergency. My shipment did not come today, but this is what made me think of my tortilla soup for tomorrow. Super pumped about this. I'm actually going to do it with the ooey gooey instead of the mac and cheese. Okay, so my normal recipe, mac and cheese in here. It's delicious, like truly an amazing side, especially if you're trying to cut back on your carbs or trying to get more veggie in your diet or your kids' diet, which is nice. Sometimes I'll even add the noodle right to this just to add the veggies. You see how nicely riced that is? I have noticed recently that you can buy riced cauliflower, and when it's this easy, I will not pay the extra. Cauliflower is already expensive enough, so I will not pay the extra to have someone else rice my cauliflower. All right, so the ooey gooey. Now the ooey gooey is a very Mexican flavor. It's absolutely delicious. But it does have a bit of a zip. So I'm not gonna put the whole package in because first of all, it's only half a head of cauliflower. And then I wanted to show off our new scissors. These are amazing. Actually, these are not the new ones. These are my 14-year-old ones, but they're still beautifully sharp. And guys, they're only like $14.95. It's amazing. You gotta have some of these in your kitchen. They're awesome. So open the package. And to make a nice ooey gooey cheese sauce, the recipe's right on there. So you don't even have to worry. I think it's just some milk and some cream cheese, some cheddar cheese, not even cream cheese. Wow. Anyways, recipe's on there, super easy to make. So I'm gonna use about half the packet. It's gonna be so good. And this in my soup tomorrow, oh man. If you want me to show you pictures, you gotta tell me you wanna see the pictures tomorrow of my soup, and I'll post them on here tomorrow for y'all. All right, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of milk. You can use whatever you have. Sometimes I've even done it with a little bit of water. And, oh, I thought I had, you could also put a little bit of butter in here if you need that little bit of creamy texture. Oh man, if you could only smell this. It's so good. All right, so it's so simple. Your kids are gonna love this veg. Unless they don't love spicy, then you'll want to go with your mac and cheese. My kids like the mac and cheese better. It's a little bit, well, it's a lot milder, and it's so creamy and delicious. So simple, right? So that would be my side dish if I was doing my rotisserie chicken for dinner tonight. But this is going in my tortilla soup tomorrow, which I'm excited about. So I'm gonna put that aside. I wish you could smell it. Honestly, it's so delicious. And that's all you need for that. Next, we're just gonna go right into making a salad dressing for my salad that I'm also gonna have. That is that. And I don't know how many times you guys have made creamy dressing on this particular class, but I'm gonna make a creamy dressing, partly because I'm all out of all my oil and vinegar ones. We've been eating a lot of salad, which is good. But I'm gonna make a creamy one, and the one that I absolutely love is a recipe from my 10-year-old daughter. It's amazing. You are all gonna love me because of this. I'm serious, it's so delicious. And it's probably things that you might already have in your kitchens. CCB, 3 onion, and our SPG. Amazing combination, like so good, okay? And this is actually a combination that my daughter Gloria made up and that we all love. So in here I have a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, a 1/4 cup of sour cream. If you're dairy free, you can go veganese, you can go, I don't know what the sour cream is for dairy free, but you could do that combination. Or you can keep it totally dairy free in terms of mayo and sour cream and all that, and just do oil. So I've got a 1/4 cup of avocado oil here, and I'm gonna add that just to make it a little bit more liquid, okay? So we're gonna add that in there, and then I'm gonna add my amazing spices. And this, when it sits, oh man, it's absolutely delicious. And I lost my spoon because I was using it. So this is not the right spoon. Now the one that I was using was the 4-in-1 spoon. This is one we used to carry, which I shouldn't even be showing you, but it's a teaspoon. The 4-in-1 spoon is, tablespoon, teaspoon, flip it over, 1/2 teaspoon, and line for 1/4 teaspoon. This is amazing. You also need one of these if you don't have one. All right, so I've got the 3 onions. So a tablespoon of 3 onion. We're gonna do a tablespoon of CCB. Ooh, I'm almost out of that one. That's a very popular one in our house too. And then I'm gonna do a teaspoon of the SPG, okay? I'm gonna use this one again. And that's it. Now, if you don't wanna do oil, you can also add a little bit of cream or milk just to make it a little thinner, so you will be able to mix it. And I forgot my shaker. Hang on. I'm about to forget something. Okay. We got 9 minutes left on that chicken. Pretty excited about that. So then we just shake it up. So that's something you can get your kids to do. They love to help in the kitchen, or your husband if you want to see him shake. That's great. I know Christy likes to see her husband shake. So there you go, that's it. Easy peasy. Salad dressings are one of those things in the grocery store that can be super dirty. They have all kinds of crazy ingredients in them, and we don't realize, I don't know about you, but when I used to buy salad dressings, I used to have like 3 or 4 in my fridge, and they would sit there forever, and they would, never seem to have an expiry date. I do think they have an expiry date. It's actually the chemicals in there that concern me most. Things like polypropylene. Should we be eating polypropylene? I don't know. I don't think so. Things like that are kind of scary. So now you can take really fresh ingredients, make as little or as much as you need, and this will be our salad dressing for the week, which is going to be super yummy. Now, what's going to happen to this one, though, is that you might need to add a little bit of water, a little bit more milk, just to make it a little bit more liquid for when you're putting it on your salad. Because tomorrow it's going to be thick again, because all those spices will have hydrated themselves, and they'll be a little bit harder to get out, all right? So that's one thing about that particular recipe. So delish. Now, my favorite part, dessert. Who are my sweet tooth people? Anyone? All right. Oh, I forgot to say, I actually don't have my glasses on, so I can't actually see your comments, which is hilarious. But if you have questions, please make sure you're asking. Somebody in this group will know the answer, and if they don't, I will be sure to come on after and answer any questions you guys have, okay? So if I'm ignoring you, it's not because I want to, it's because I can't see, actually. Okay, so we are doing, oops, I meant to do this. I'm ahead of myself. All right, we're doing cheesecake. Who loves cheesecake. Anybody? Nobody? All right, cheesecake. I'm a huge cheesecake lover. And I just discovered this the other day doing a cooking class last week actually, and I fell in love with this recipe. I'm so excited to show you this. So in my 4-cup prep bowl, there's a cup of graham crackers in here, and a cup will do 12 little muffins, okay? So just so you're aware of that, I'm doing 6 today, although I still have a cup in here because I'm gonna have to figure it out. Anyway. All right, so a cup of graham crackers. I've got a 1/4 cup of butter. I'm just going to pour that in. And the nice thing about these beautiful prep bowls is that they do have measuring on the sides, so you don't even really have to measure and then measure. You just put them right into these beautiful prep bowls. These have a nice lid so you can store stuff. I kind of go into panic mode when all of my 8 are in use. Like, oh no, I don't have anything. It's one of those weird things. Okay, so that's it, butter, graham crackers, and you're just gonna stir it all together. So super simple so far. Now some people will add a little bit more sugar to their graham. I don't feel like you need it. I'm always one to try to cut back on sugar wherever I can. And so this is one of the places that I don't feel like you need more sugar, but some people do like a little sweeter graham cracker crust. So you can add a little more sugar to that. You might need to add a little more butter if you're adding a little more of the sugar, so if that makes sense. Okay, so that's pretty simple. I forgot my other thing, so maybe. Oh, okay, so the muffin pan, silicone muffin, this I love. I use it truly all the time, and this comes in a set of 2, so it's a really nice deal, and these are again always in use. And all we're gonna do is, you don't have to butter them or anything. You've got enough butter in your graham cracker here. You're just gonna take your spoon and you're gonna put about a tablespoon per cup, and then you're gonna press it down, okay? Now I kind of pre-done this again a little bit because knowing that my microwave would be in use. But what you're gonna do once you've pressed it all in is you're going to put this in the microwave for 1 minute. 1 minute, that's all you need, and that's gonna solidify everything. And truly, so good. So I've already done that part of it, but I wanted to show you how easy it is to just press some of that stuff in there before we put in our cream cheese mixture. Pretty easy so far. And honestly, 1 minute is all that you need for that. It's delish. Okay. I'm gonna move that one aside, and I'm actually gonna show you the one that I did just before the chicken went in, before I went live. I put it in for 1 minute, so it's the same idea, right? Same super simple idea. I'm gonna bring my cream cheese mixture over, and I'm gonna show you 2 different amazing recipes, okay? Because I'm pretty pumped about this. First of all, so if you saw Christy's class last week, she did the luscious lemon curd, which is phenomenal as a curd. But I'm gonna make this as a cheesecake today, and guys, this is my new favorite. It is phenomenal, phenomenal. So now again, I'm out of my, I need to have more of these in my kitchen. Okay, so I took a block of cream cheese and room temperature and halved them. So I'm gonna do 2 different kinds. And this is such a quick recipe if you were having people over, which I know none of you are having people over right now, but if you were, it would be a really quick, easy recipe for you to whip together. If somebody came knocking at your door or somebody said, hey, I'm coming over in 5 minutes, you could have something like this and you'd be a total rock star in the kitchen and just have some fun. So 1 tablespoon of the luscious lemon curd mix, okay? So simple. That's it. That's it. And then the other one, of course, is our summer berry, which is one of our family faves. Again, totally different flavor. It's gonna have a totally different look, and still just equally as delicious. Okay, so 1 tablespoon, that's all you need. Like, again, you could add more sugar, but you really don't need it in my opinion. Anywhere I can cut back on the sugar, that's what I do. So all you do, make sure it's nice. If you have cold cream cheese, of course, you can put it in the microwave. And that's it, you stir it up. And you know, the beautiful thing too about having the muffin pan is that they're perfectly portioned, right? So you can have a little piece of cheesecake and not feel guilty as long as you're not eating the entire pan, which maybe I've been known to do a few times. Yeah, you just want one, but honestly, you will feel satisfied just having one. It's so delightful, and it's not, you're not depriving yourself. You have the right portion right after a beautiful meal. It's lovely. Okay, so we've got the lemon, luscious lemon, which I love lemons. Oh, I got some summerberry in there. I love the lemon flavor, so it truly is my new favorite, and it's just like that 1 tablespoon makes it a perfect combination in half of a block of cream cheese. So then if you were doing just the lemon, you would do 2 tablespoons for a full block. That's all you need. Isn't that amazing? So this one's got that beautiful pink hue. Love it. And I don't know if you noticed these, but these are some of my favorite tools as well. This is our quarter sheet pan with the liner. Amazing. Yep. They're awesome. The big, huge one, which is one I would do like bacon on. I love it because all the grease doesn't go underneath your pan. Your pans stay beautiful. They're super easy, quick to wipe up, clean. Love this tool. All right, so let's bring back our muffins here. And basically 1 block will make 6. So if you're making more than that, I'm going to use this guy here. So this is our spatula. Beautiful thing about these guys too is that they have that metal core. So it's a nice solid core with the silicone in there. It's awesome. And they're just easy, you know, wiping things clean. It's awesome. Okay, so each one's going to make 3, and then we'll do the cleanup after. Now, if you're in a hurry, what I recommend is just putting it right into the freezer for 20 minutes. That's all it needs, 20 minutes in the freezer, and then you're gonna have an absolutely delicious little cheesecake. So, and because of camera magic, I have one ready for you. And if you are on my VIP page, you saw me tease you all with the one I made last week. They're just amazing. They're just truly delicious. So you can thank me later when y'all make them in your own kitchens. All right. Oh, that chicken is done. Oh, and we've got a few minutes to spare here. So we'll get these finished up, and I'm going to show you the dessert, and then we'll pull that chicken out, and I'll show you exactly how delicious it looks. Okay. Now, again, thank you so much for all of you hosts who are on here, who are supporting us gals in business here. We, the leadership team, we've been working together, and these gals are amazing. I love Christy and Kathleen and Emily. They're just truly amazing ladies, and I know that you're learning so much from them. And it's just a fun time here in our kitchens. Okay, so that's pretty simple. I'll clean it up just to make it tidy. Maybe I won't clean it up. This is so funny. I've got graham cracker on there. Okay, I'm gonna throw that in my freezer and let it sit for 20 minutes or so. Okay, but I will show you the end result because this is amazing. And hang on here. Okay, I fancied it up with a few berries, but is that not gorgeous? Like, take a look at that. Now, you want to eat it at room temperature because that's when it's going to taste the best. I would take a bite, but that would be really rude. And you would all be like, where's mine? So anyways, they're super cute, and they honestly, they pop out so nice. You will want to just take a knife just to unstick them from the mold, just because when they're frozen, they kind of stick to the sides, but otherwise they just pop right out and they're beautiful. So that's it. So let's take a look at our chicken. I'm gonna flip this over so we've got a clean side. Oh, it smells amazing. Like I said, you want to make sure you're letting this thing rest. Oh, wow. Do you see this? Okay, let's take a look. Now, I do have a meat thermometer. Epicure used to carry one. We don't anymore. but I know they're like 10 bucks at the grocery store or something like that, so pretty cheap. But I'm just gonna stick that right in there. So to make sure that it's cooked, I always make sure, and it's well done. It's surpassed 180. So definitely 18 minutes in my microwave is plenty of time. You will want to test your microwave doing it. Now, do you guys want to see me cut it open? Maybe I have time, so let's do it. Let's do it, because this is what it's all about. Honestly, this chicken, I'm so excited. And what I'm really excited about too is that I can do a chicken like this, and if I'm not eating it for dinner like tonight, I've got all kinds of leftovers, and then I'm going to take those bones and I'm going to make bone broth, and it's going to be delicious. You know, I love Epicure because we're using, you know, really great ingredients. We're not adding all the chemicals to our food, and that's half the battle, isn't it? Okay, so how am I going to get it out? I didn't think this through. Hang on. Okay. I wasn't thinking this is going to be done on time, but it is definitely done, and it's going to be falling apart here. So let's see. I just want you guys to see the whole chicken here. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. And look at the juices coming out of that. It's amazing. I was never a believer before, guys, and now I absolutely love this. And I do have my Pro Prep knife, which I'm going to carve this baby in with. So this is our ceramic knife, if you haven't seen it, and that's the chef knife, so it's pretty large and it is very sharp. So watch little fingers. All right, did I cook it upside down? I may have. Oh yeah, I did too. Did I? Hang on. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I just want you to see how beautiful. Oh my goodness, guys, do you see that? Oh, that's so amazing. Do you actually see? I don't even know, because I can't really tell if you can see, but it is perfectly cooked and absolutely so juicy. The juices are just spilling out of it right now. Again, I would let it rest a few more minutes just to keep those juices really inside there. So I'm going to put it back in my steamer so it can do that. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you cook a steamer or a steamer chicken so easily. Okay, that's going to drip all over me. All right, so we've got a steamed chicken, we've got riced cauliflower, and a beautiful salad dressing anyway, and dessert, all in under 20 minutes. Truly, it's amazing. I love Epicure for that. So thank you again for joining us. I've got a few minutes. If you loved this class and would love to do your own cooking class and see something totally new, like literally there's like 150 different ideas that we can show you in our kitchens and show you how quick and easy you can throw a meal on the table in minutes. So if you want to do that, please make sure you connect with the consultant who invited you, and let's get you some free goodies and fill up your pantry. Now, if you are a guest and would love to purchase some of these things and help out your host, make sure that you connect with the link that would be posted in the announcements, I believe, or you would have gotten it from your host herself or himself, and make sure to connect that way. I am so thankful that you have joined me today. Truly, this has been an amazing business opportunity. I've been doing it, as I said, 14 years now, and can't imagine my life without Epicure now. Before Epicure, I was just stuck in a dead-end job, and now it's been able to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. I've been able to stay home with my kids and homeschool because I want to homeschool, not because I have to. I know a lot of you are not in that place right now. Epicure's allowed us to travel all over the world, and has been an amazing opportunity. So I don't know, it's probably not for you, but maybe you know somebody who could use a little bit of extra income right now. Please make sure you connect with your consultant tonight, and let's see if this is a good fit for you or whoever. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Hope you enjoyed the menu. Let me know if you want to see my soup tomorrow, okay? We'll talk to you soon.